What is going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Dirty Dersch Fishing. So I've made it to the Merrimack River today, and honestly, I don't really know what to expect. I've never fished the river when it's been this high and this cold. I mean, we're a couple days away from December. The water temps are in the high 30s, maybe low 40s if I'm lucky. And one technique I don't really use a lot that I should really start practicing, because this technique catches a lot of smallmouth in cold water, is the drop shot. I have a finesse wide gap hook, and about a foot down the line I have this 1/4 of an ounce drop shot weight. And the drop shot bait I'm gonna be using today is Berkeley Maxscent flatworms in green pumpkin color. I've heard a lot of good things about these flatworms, so when I saw them at Bass Pro Shops, I'm like, yeah, what the hell, I'll try them out. And it's just a small little worm imitation with a little bulbous tail. And yeah, definitely has that gnarly scent. And honestly, I think that scent is only gonna help me. Because the water is up so high, it is a little bit dirtier than normal. So I'm hoping if I can just sit this and have the scent be carried down by the current, that I can hopefully attract some smallmouth. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to. And the last time I went out, I got completely skunked. It's just that time of the year in between like open water fishing and ice fishing, and nothing really wants to bite anything. Actually, last year around this time, I was literally ice fishing. So for there to be open water is pretty cool still. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna be using a Shimano Stratic 2500 size with a medium power St. Croix rod. And I'm gonna be using 14-pound line. And typically 14-pound line is kind of big for drop shotting, but where I live in New Hampshire, there are a ton of chain pickerel, and so I'm just trying to prevent a chain pickerel from biting me off. And not only that, I just like beefing up my line because it's just a kind of a confidence thing for me, honestly. But here we go. I'm just gonna nose hook it, keep it pretty exposed, but got one. I'm just kidding, I'm snagged. Dang it. Oh no, that's a fish. That is a fish. I can't believe that already. On the drop shot. It's a nice one too. I thought I was snagged immediately. Got him already on the drop shot. That is what I'm talking about. I've been here maybe 10 minutes. Okay, maybe the flatworm is gonna live up to the hype. Wow, that is what I'm talking about. Right in the roof of the mouth there. I'll take that. And one thing I learned from watching videos is you don't want to boat flip when you're using the drop shot, because that'll tangle your weight up everywhere around the fish. But are you kidding me right now? What a cold fish, but already, that's so awesome. Man, look at this smallmouth. I can't believe that, on the little flatworm. All right, so that did not take long. I mean, literally like 11 minutes. So literally 10 minutes. Maybe there is something about this flatworm. That was cool.
Gotta love that 10% chance of rain, huh? I should have brought hand warmers at least. This is getting brutal. Alright, well, I've been fishing now for about an hour and a half in the freezing cold. I definitely did not dress warm enough today, but in my defense, it was supposed to be 45 degrees out and sunny with no wind. But, I mean, as you guys can tell, it's not that, and it's 32 degrees maybe at the most. But I got the boat tied to this rock. Luckily there's an anchor point in this rock, and I'm just gonna sit here and fish for a while. I really don't have much of a choice at the moment, just the current, and it's too much wind.
Man, what a freezing cold evening. Luckily, I did hook into that one fish as soon as I got here, but other than that, I didn't even get a bite. Now, by no means do I think it's the flatworm's fault, to be honest with you. I thought the flatworm worked actually really cool. It looked really cool underneath the water. It looked exactly like a leech just wiggling underneath the surface, because the way I was fishing it, I was just twitching my rod like this, and the flatworm was just literally doing the worm underneath the water. And that's the perfect little leech imitation, in my unprofessional opinion. But anyway, it was still good to get out here and at least practice with the drop shot. One of the things I know I'm gonna have to work on, which I did not do very well today, kind of my fault, kind of because of the wind's fault, but that's to keep my line tight at all times. And just because it was so windy in the current, I was struggling to keep my line tight. But honestly, that's just something I'm gonna have to practice. And now that it's basically December out, I really can't expect to catch fish every time I go out. So to catch one fish is better than nothing. But I'm freezing cold. I need to get to my truck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Peace.